Hello everyone, welcome. Today we're going to be flow testing this dual Kranzle setup. Now I know Matt Mormon from Obsessed Garage already tested a dual Kranzle setup, but my setup is a bit different. His is a dual 1322s and mine is a 1622 on top, 1322 on the bottom. Now, why did I go that route? Well, basically I got a good deal on the 1622. I wasn't planning on going dual, but because I got a good deal on the 1622, I said, why not? Let's give it a try, see if it'll even work together. Now I've tested, they do work together, but what we're doing today is we're dialing in the nozzle size in order to get the maximum amount of flow while still staying around that 1,000 PSI or so, give or take a bit. I got three nozzles that I'm going to run. I'm going to run a 7.0, I'm going to run a 6.5, and I'm going to run a 6.0, and we're going to figure out what the flow is and the pressure for all of those three nozzles so that I can dial it in to where I want to get the most flow as close to 1,000 PSI as possible. So follow along as I test all three of those nozzles and get this sucker dialed in. All right. Okay, let's get this testing going. We're going to do 1 minute. I'll weigh it out. I'll figure out a flow. I'm hoping to get at least 3.6. We'll see. Let's find out. Ready? And go. Okay. Let's find out. How much do we have? 27 pounds, 11 ounces. Okay. Let's do a little bit of math here. 27 pounds, 11 ounces. $443 divided by 128.34. That's 3.45 gallons per minute. So 3.45 gallons per minute. All right, not bad. 3.45. And the pressure is about a 975. I didn't have my gauge on it, but it's about 975 PSI because I've already tested it with the 7.0. So now let's move on. Oops. Now let's move on to a 6.5. See what we get. Okay, ready for the next test. 6.5 coming up next. Got my pressure gauge here. Like I mentioned before, I had already tested with the 7.0 was about 975, which is pretty good. So, and we got about 3.55 gallons per minute on the 7.0. Now we're gonna go down to the 6.5 and see how that does. So let's find out. Ready? Gotta get this in there just right and go. As far as pressure, we're getting around 1100 PSI, pretty steady. Yep, I would say 1100 on the 6.5, so our pressure's up. All right, there we go. Let's see what we get. $27 ounces, 27 pounds, exactly. So the flow, now that I think about it, when I ran, the lid weighs 11 ounces. When I ran the last test and I weighed it out, I left the lid on. So our flow is the same. It didn't change. 27 pounds to be exact at 1100 PSI. The other one was around 6.75. So let's do some math again. 432 divided by 133.44. Wow, that's 3.23 gallons per minute. Honestly, I was expecting more. I'm surprised it's flowing so little. It's the same flow. I'm hoping I did the math right. I think I did. 27 pounds. It already tore the weight. That's just straight water. 27 pounds. 432 ounces divided by 133.44. Because that's how much each gallon weighs. Right? Which has been turned off. Okay. Okay. 8.34 pounds to ounces. 133.44 ounces. Yeah. So I was right. 3.23 gallons per minute. Man, honestly, I was expecting more. Now I'm thinking that maybe the I'm thinking the 1622 is holding back the 1322. It's like I only got 1.23 gallons per minute extra. I'm a bit disappointed. 3.23 gallons per minute. I mean, it's a 3.237, so you could say 3.24 if you wanted to. But that's not that much. Okay. Well, 1100 psi on the 6.5, 975 psi on the 7.0, and then just for the heck of it, because I don't need any more pressure, but let's try the 6.0. I doubt it's gonna get any better. I doubt it. Okay, moving on. All right, let's switch out the nozzle, and we'll do the 6.0 just for the heck of it. I doubt it's going to make any improvements because I have to make a correction. For the 7.0, I did get more flow. I said that the 11 ounces was extra 11 ounces was due to the lid, and it wasn't. It was actually water. I looked back at the video just to make sure that I didn't make that mistake, and I took the lid off, and the 11 ounces were from the water to not include the lid. And then this last one with the 6.5, I also did it without the lid. So stepping from a 7.0 down to a 6.5, we got an increase in pressure of about 125 psi, but we probably lost about 0.2 gallons of flow. So now let's try the 6.0, which the pressure will probably go up and we might lose a little bit of flow. So let's get going on that. Let me grab my stopwatch and close garage. Okay, reset our timer. And we're gonna get started. 6.0. I believe this is a 6.0. Shoot, I hope it is. All right, let's get started. Ready? Everything, my pressure washers are on, and let's go. Pressure is just slightly above 1100, ever so slightly, not much at all. All right, let's weigh this out. Okay, yeah, we definitely lost some flow here. 26 pounds and 12 ounces. So we're losing, definitely losing flow. Okay, let's figure out what that is real quick. Jump on the calculator and figure out. Like I said, it's slightly above 1100 psi. Didn't make much Didn't make much of a difference. I apologize for that. My son's over there goofing around behind the camera. Didn't make much of a difference. But let's do a little bit of math and figure out what the flow is nonetheless, even though it really doesn't matter. 28 divided by 133.44. That's 3.2 gallons per minute. Okay, definitely lost some flow. So I'm gonna go with the 7.0 nozzle because that got me 3.45 gallons per minute and at about a 975 PSI. So I'm just gonna leave it there. There's no point in going up to a 7.5 because dual 1322s, you get the best flow with a 7.0. So there's no point in going up to a 7.5. And we're gonna end it here. So anyway, if you were wondering, or even if you didn't wonder, FYI, a 1622 and a 1322 together in parallel gets you 4.55 GPM. Anyway, if you got any questions or comments, leave them down below about my setup. Quick overview: the 1322 is on a 20 amp, the 1622 is on a 15 amp. It can be done, folks. So in case you were wondering, it can be done. Also, here's a little sneak peek in what's to come. I'm working on a RO DI system. I got my DI cartridges. I haven't put them up yet. RO system going through DI, feeding into an 86-gallon pressurized well tank. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna get this done hopefully within the next week or two so that we can get that sweet spot-free water at 3.45 gallons per minute. So I appreciate you guys for stopping by, and we'll see you later.